So today we're going to look at translating 2D drawings into 2-point perspective drawings. So I'm starting out by looking at this orthographic view of a shape, and I'm currently working out, roughly, just sketching lightly with a pencil, how this shape would look in 3D. I'm starting with the end piece of the orthographic view, which would be the right side of the shape. What I'm doing now is I'm just going to shade in the sections to check that I've caught each one on the orthographic view. This isn't a rendering, this is just a personal checkpoint for me to make sure I've got it right. Now I'm quite lucky as I did this based on a worksheet, so I can check my answer. So the shape I did was G. Now we can start translating that drawing into a 2-point perspective drawing. And when you start out, you want to make sure that you're drawing a horizon line somewhere on the page, preferably with enough room to fit your drawing in as well. So as you can see what I'm doing there, I've just drawn my horizon line. And I'm going to mark in my 2 vanishing points. I'm doing this in blue pen so that you can see, but you can just mark this in pencil. As I'm making a translation drawing from the isometric image from G above, I start off by drawing the corner edge closest to the viewer. At the top and the bottom of that line, I then draw directional lines to the right hand vanishing point. As G extends further up towards the back of the shape on the right, I draw a second line that's taller than the first. I then connect this to the vanishing points using the same rules as before. Using the directional lines that I've already drawn, I'm now able to include more vertical lines following those as a guide. Whatever is vertical and isometric will always be vertical in 2-point perspective, so it's just the horizontal lines that will change. A key thing to remember is to draw your guidelines softly in pencil. Once I've done this, I can then go over the areas of the shape that I want to define to make them darker, or I can go over it later on in pen. I now start drawing directional lines to the left vanishing point. I still do this from the main vertical lines that I've drawn, and then I can use this as a guide to draw in the left hand side of the shape. So as you can see, it's just a simple process of drawing vertical lines and then directional lines to the vanishing point. And there you go, a 2-point perspective drawing of an isometric shape. Once I finish sketching in pencil, I like to go around the edges in a black fine liner. I still use a ruler, and I leave all my construction lines in so that I find it easier. And there's my finished street view 2-point perspective drawing. This method also works if you're trying to draw it below the horizon line. So this would give you a bird's eye view because you're looking down on the object. Make sure that you remember to draw diagonally across to the vanishing points to get the faces that you're looking down upon. This method is exactly the same as the original 2-point perspective drawing, we've just drawn it below the horizon line. And to finish, I'm going to show you what it would look like if we drew our shape above the horizon line. This is referred to as worm's eye view as we're looking up to the shape. This time, to draw the bottom face of the shape, we cross over the vanishing points underneath to give the illusion that we're looking up at the base of the shape. Make sure you don't get discouraged if things don't go quite right to begin with. This can be quite a tricky process when you haven't done it before, and the best thing to do is just have a go, and if you make a mistake, that's absolutely fine. What you're doing is you're figuring it out, and so the next time you do it, it will be better.